How do I get out of it? Stuff you don't know. But what you want to know about why you came, it's like some of that struggle. It's really because they're trying to show you. I'm here too. Yeah, for sure. It's like that. So here, you find yourself just like you say, this tap early, tap off. My man, bro. Let's go. Great news today, bro.
Was it good?
No cancer and bread.
Good deal.
Hey, my man. I can tell. Stress relief.
Bro.
You look past hoping.
This morning.
Did you?
Yeah, I was just thinking about this. Like,
My parents came down for my death.
Yeah.
I was like,
tap.
Or something. I don't really know. He's here with his family. It's Sunday, so I'm just gonna have to wait for
So,
dude, my family.
so when you started
My wife is the only one that even knew what that meant. And the rest of them were like,
if for some reason you find yourself in a spot where like you don't have arms,
when I told her,
She said she didn't want to say it. She come over and she goes,
he said all else there. I've been this many times. You can say tap tap tap
or choke me out with
multiple
my
times.
legs.
that's exactly what I told
The waitress was like,
She was like,
That's the trust we have. It's
so weird.
Yeah, trust is nice because it's like
She wasn't. I don't even think she's our waitress. Like, she can pay for it.
yeah, I had a whole chain. That's hilarious.
I have a doctor,
It's not.
but after that, I
Also
officially
trust to do anything.
But I'm taking after today. There's certain things that stuff or they won't sure they'll be like,
Trust that you're going to be
I have half a mind to be like, hey, all right, like 2 days after Thanksgiving, so let's just have things that we
so much we did.
they talk about back control. Let me heal for 3 weeks and then let me go back down. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And then by the time Christmas rolls around, we'll be like, this is good. Yeah.
So like what we'll do is we'll train together. We do like a 5 to 10
Bro.
stretch a little bit.
So I texted Laura,
I'm actually teaching
and then I found out when I got that
my back and kind of work details. So we're talking about this back and forth, back and forth. Usually in class, we said you're gonna
or I said,
go up and you roll. I did drop it down to roll.
yeah, sure, tell me anything. Which is a good thing she didn't. She said, but I texted her that they wouldn't get this morning, and she was like, that makes me so happy because it's all bad. And I was like, oh no. So I can't wait to see her and be like, I want to know.
One semester, that's all I had done.
Yeah, seriously. They're going to need to chop up your legs, cancer and thyroid.
It's a
0% survival. Oh my god. Now, you got a haircut.
We'll go out here in a second and typical medication just go very far in. So it's like my range. So Jitsu is like white, blue, purple, brown, black. So it's like they say black.
Was that what it was for you?
Just some of that.
Is this pretty much the normal crew you're doing here for the
Class is pretty random. Like you could have 4 or 5. So you just never know. Like it's weird. You think that like it's seasonal, but you're like you could have 12 on Monday and 5 on Tuesday.
Are you one of those people that have like every people pretty much every time? That's the only thing I'm nervous about.
Chase. We got a new Chase. Is that a new one? No, I like that. I love it. That's I like it. This is my buddy John, by the way.
Nice to meet you, Chase. Yes, sir.
This is first class.
Yeah, it is.
Welcome. He has zero experience. He is.
Y'all know each other?
He's barring. Yeah, we connected. Our wives have connected with Choices, Purpose, and Resourcing, or it's they kind of connected. He hit me up on the ankle they had about 2 weeks ago, and I always wonder, man. People ask me about jiu-jitsu, you just never know how. Yeah, there's been a handful. There's been a lot more. But there's been some for sure over the years. In fact, once you go as far as driving down from the truck one day, we were twice ever. And I was like, the guy in the back was getting after class. And just the way that he said that, I was like, he can listen to the whole time.
So, if I could recommend you doing some version, it is very, very organized. You go in, do it the way you give you a little weight line. And as you're moving time, and they'll also announce okay, everybody staging that or staging 10:30 for bullpen, and you give a few minutes. Line everybody in line, and you get a one check, and they walk out to the mat. And you wave to the feet, we'll see red one, really? Or if you line back in your division, we'll meet at once. And then they'll wait till the division is over, and then you'll all will get your cards back, and then you'll walk through the podium.
So like if you win, you hang your ass, wait, you're probably gonna wrestle or go against the guy the winner of that next match.
Yes.
So you get to watch me.
Yes. You immediately go. You win. And honestly, it's small. It's just losers. You compete for like a third.
Yeah.
So like you're kind of.
Sometimes, like the last AGM, I have one person in my division, so we had to go twice. We could have gone.
So one person can go twice for sure.
Yes.
That's awesome. How much time did y'all get between matches? That's good. So you go, give it. That's new.
Yes.
I like that.
So we went, the next division went, literally just like we go, they go, we go get it, and then they go get it, what do y'all do? H-White, right?
I decided I think y'all want to try to compete again. I haven't competed since blue belt. I didn't compete at all.
It's hard. I think BJJ, you know, when I first got the purple, dude, there were no, I couldn't find.
I remember that. That
there were no purple. I think maybe now there's
Yeah.
but it's
one thing I don't want to do is like, I want to go have fun.
Dude, if you watch the videos, I'm giggling the entire time. These last few competitions.
Are people like where would you say you are? Like,
Really good.
like, are you winning all these things
Yeah.
easily?
Yeah.
Okay. Because like, I've watched jujitsu. People are terrible.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm just thinking, like, are we terrible? I don't think we're terrible.
Well, I went through a rabbit hole watching. You're good.
Oh, my.
I'm gonna get.
Are you?
Yeah, Brian got sick.
Oh, dang. Alright, keep on then.
I went through rabbit holes watching my old matches. I was like, where's the underhook? What are you doing? I'm just holding on to his head.
Dude, in my first match, I had a triangle, like, accidentally, kind of like my legs got right position. Grab your ankle.
I crashed the other end.
No, the other ankle. I will always remember that. Like, I don't know what I'm doing.
My favorite thing is when the kids when they're getting arm triangles. Your other leg with the arm that's being choked.
See you guys. Happy all year. All right, we can start to go up and kind of warm up a little bit. Get a little
I was going, I got this thing, I got Hoops Blossom, which was my jam back in the day.
That's silly.
I got on top, got side control, and she was like, take a breath! And I was like, I don't know, I hold my breath all the time.
I remember watching your first match, and it was crazy. I went 5 minutes, and I remember, I remember that.
First match going
Dude, your
5
first match,
minutes.
remember
Oh
how
no.
smoked your forearms?
Yes.
Because you don't know any better. So you're just
Yes.
really
Dude, I was like,
it's horrible,
but like, I scored like 20 something points, and the guy was like so out of shape. And I kind of felt bad for him just because I just dragged on him.
Small forward, slowly get bigger circles.
That's how BJJ was. That was up 19-0, and then I got him with a butterfly.
You got
go small back. So,
Like a bow and arrow choke or something like that.
dude, I saw one of the 6 things. I've seen 2 of the 6 things I've ever seen in a tournament with Justin. He got an elevator sweep. He like, I think it was De La Hiva or a single X to the back. He did an elevator sweep. And then I got arm. The guy, was it that guy? It was so good. He was so good, and I think it surprised us both. Yeah, because I hit the sweep. I was like, dude, did I just hit? And that guy was like, did you just hit? I'm like, bro. Dude, like turned pro and was like winning all these big things. Then he got hurt. I don't know what he's doing now. What was his name? Followed him, didn't he? Yeah, still did. He got into long sweep business.
I got submitted by like 160 pound. That was absolute.
I got it. Like, take 6 inches off my alley. He's lazy. He's like, I was like, ah! I will salute Division Wise far away from monsters.
What is that?
By the way, so
No way.
metal, we saw that where I'm BJJ metal. You can opt in, which a lot of guys don't. Which I always love. It's just fun. But those dudes are good. Generally, they're your people that aren't showing up out of shape.
Yeah.
But like my one is, and then got submitted by a guy that was like 300 and something pounds. Y'all know who Mighty Mouse is?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no cancer. Found out this morning. Yeah. Pretty excited. I think we're doing it. Alright, let's get into it. I got a message from Ryan this morning. They said he's sick. So, especially you. I'm like, after something that we can learn. Let's 3 white belts. John's doing this first day, so glad John said y'all take care of him. So let's do a basic takedown. What would be a fun white belt? No,
Here's a joke, here's a joke, here's a joke, here's a joke.
Okay, yeah. Let's do the one. We can do a squats in the back.
So, I teach lots of my kids because people instinctively pull on each other and you start splitting.
Yes. Okay. You want to show that? Can you show that or no?
Yeah, I can show it actually.
Why don't you show that? All right. So yeah, y'all stand up. This will be a good. In fact, great takedown. You start on this.
So, yeah, just standard grip. Ultimately, we're gonna squat on this leg, and I'm gonna stick this one out as I sit down as a sacrifice throw. So I'm gonna fall down before he falls down. But ultimately, what I'm trying to do is get him to fall this way as I get out of the way that way. So, with no movement, it looks like this. Then I want to come up. Static. It's gonna be hard to get that. So, I push him. What's he gonna do back? Push. So, but think pistol squat on one leg, but I don't have to be strong because I'm hanging all my weight through him. So take this one out for him to trip over, and then I want to turn him like a steering wheel. So, I want to turn him this way, and then I want to come up, and I'm going to keep my grip forward.
When you say pistol squat, you're literally kind of here.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And you win. I like about you if you get their nose over their toe, right?
Yeah. So here, he's off balance. So when I push him and he pushes back, then see how far out of his box? We can draw a box around his toes outside of that box. He's off balance.
And you're stepping out of the way to let them fall where you were.
Yeah. So I push, he pushes out of the box. I'm getting out of the way as I squat. I'll just do one time, in time.
Yes. Okay. Boogie Waza. Let's give it a shot. 1, 2. Nice. Drop the white belt. Oh yeah, you told me you're good. You were it.
I'm probably gonna
Yeah, you
patch
can.
knowledge with knowledge.
Boogie Waza. Here, you want to get? You can sweep. We'll do 3s and 3s. That's fine. Or y'all two can go together. That's fine. Let's do that. Yeah, y'all two. Jordan, y'all wanna? Yeah.
You know what we're doing?
Boogie Waza. Boogie Waza. So watch here. He's just standing there. There.
On the outside.
Actually,
How do I get out of the outside now?
Out of his way.
and what you don't want to do is when I throw you, you don't
So, one pistol squat on this like as I get out of his way, I'm gonna slap this thing up.
so if I can grab a push it up, slap the man.
So just over here. Okay.
And on the field next, you step. So sacrifice. So you're gonna fall down before you use your.
I'm just gonna trade back and
Knock
forth.
hole.
Yeah.
You're gonna push me first.
And you can go either direction. You just gotta take your grip.
So you come off to the side, you squat down, get this one more out to the side, and then go that way, and then squat down.
No.
Don't let me fall on you. I'm saying this is where I'm gonna go this way,
But
and it's gonna go.
I'm tripping that.
That way, if there's pressure, it's just pushing my leg flat to the mat.
Okay.
You don't want to be like that.
And you can be so like that was
Just see if you can do it without a push forward.
Yeah,
Now just try to settle down.
So I'm stepping down here.
Off to the side. Yeah, do a pistol squat. You know what a pistol squat is? So it's like this is a pistol squat. I can't even do one, but like, oh gosh. So I'm saying but you can use the weight here. Look, that's what
You're going up on the arm.
you're going out to the side. That's your step one. I want you to come off the line and just go like that.
don't grab on his sleeve.
Just do that.
Grab on
First, that's all I want you to do.
I can make it.
So I'm here.
Yeah, it's easier for me to
Side.
And then I'm just going this way.
Yeah.
Drop down.
Yeah.
This one.
If you want to grab
When you step, you don't have to move. You're gonna sit over there.
Oh, so I'm going that way. I'm pulling you this way. Okay. So like that.
Watch me.
how in that new
So all what you do right now is just come over to the side and then just sit down. Squat.
Oh, pull it over.
Just even if you don't get the throw right now, I just want you to do this.
Okay.
See if you can do that real quick.
That's a good like sit down.
Do you want to? Yeah, let him do it. Let's see if you can.
Going here.
Get that other color. Step, change your angle so step off to this side.
One thing
Now
that
sit down.
Like that.
But see how it's up?
Yeah. I think he's like I'm coming down my heel.
I need you to sit. Look, don't sit on your heel. Sit on your butt. Watch me. It's a side fall like we did earlier. Remember that?
Just like this.
Kind of, but I didn't like how that was.
Yeah, my butt. Yeah.
So watch. Remember how we did this? You're literally doing a side fall like this.
it's gonna change
Okay.
throw. It's a different throw, but it's the same throw. But if you hit it,
Not better.
Not bad. Watch how I do.
I think it helps me how you come up knee on belly on now. If I can go all the way. Side now.
So he's squaring up to make it where his butt's going first.
It's a weird thing. Like this is
You did, but it
you've
was
never
almost
done it
there.
before, so it's
And sometimes I go for it and I
So am I going like backwards on
And
the
that
first?
time
No,
I'm
you're
fucking I'm stepping this one.
step in and then you're on your butt.
Yeah.
So step, butt,
Yes.
that way.
But see how you get that will work? Yep. You just want to trip him with that outside leg, your leg width between hips. The goal is to actually
Keep that straight.
Point.
Okay.
Let me do it.
Yeah. So I grab here on you.
Yeah, it's just like a
Gotcha.
kind of 50-50.
Yep.
Ultimately, like, the thing is if you want to like the inside position, so
You're gonna have
or if you have
Yeah. Just like that.
it's gonna get cold, Bridget.
Let's all start this way.
Are you looking for a single
I'm
leg?
here.
Yep.
I'm out here. And that, and then I don't need to do is here and turn there.
Yep. As you fall, you move me down.
Is that right? Okay. But then really like the next thing would be then I would go.
It's like if you just fall, if you're standing, if I put up dragon, so I want to use my weight. I I think
Like, I want you going down to the tip.
that makes sense.
Yeah, so you doesn't work inside with mine. And then as I'm falling, you kind of topple me.
If you can just step, yeah.
Yeah, right. So I'm here. I'm outside. So towards you. So I'm here. Okay, can I go ahead and try it? Here, and then I'm down on my butt. And don't move.
It'll kick out a little bit to like kind of be in the way of my butt.
Yeah, it's small.
Is that right? Okay. Yeah, that's an unnatural motion.
How's it going? Just sit right here.
Yeah, you wrote it up. Have you written it up before?
Yeah, typically I'll go with the mount or knee on belly.
Yeah. Did you get the knee on that?
I caught the knee on belly and just like
What do you think?
I liked it. It just
Not bad.
better.
It's like a
Uh-huh.
so as opposed to like down and over. It's like 110.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's like I'm going. That's it.
That's twisting your hips to do it.
Red will do that. Red will you step forward through your knee really changes direction to get his weight coming out.
You just when you get it, you sit forward. I want to sit all the way down.
Here.
I'm worried about
Yes.
like good.
And then just turn my hips all the way right there.
And now get my nose over my toes. Yeah, good.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, you don't want
Alright, good job, guys. Anybody got any questions about that one? Y'all feeling good? Like it? Super good throw. I like it. When Brett hits this well, what I notice he does is he rides that momentum. And that's how some of y'all were getting up to the mount, because you're just kind of riding straight into that mount, which is really fun. Okay. You want to do valley drop? Sure. Yeah. So,
None of that. Yeah, exactly.
We're grip fighting. I want to cover his grips. Anytime we're coming out and doing this. I don't like that. I can do stuff. So, we're here. I'm going to cover the grips. I'm going to swim. And right into his chest right there. To the back position. And we're going to do that same motion. I'm going to pistol squat. I'm going to stick my leg out. I'm going to turn up and follow him up. So here, my head is connected. I'm going to fall straight down with my pistol squat. And then follow up to your mount. Take mount. I like the tag roll. Pistol squat. Yes. So we're here, covering his hands. I like this. I've been playing with this duck under. So my first throw is my next step is my penetrating step. So covered step, flaring up. And my next step is my penetrating step. And then I circle to the back. My head, I like on the shoulder. If you end up middle of the back, you can work position right here. I feel like I can misalign this line much better. So once I'm to the back, I got my grip, got his hips covered, pistol squat straight down, this leg goes straight out, I'm going to follow him up.
Notice how Chase is not breaking his posture to do that. The number one do this, they go to do that, and then they try to duck this way. Yes. That's going to end up bad. So I love how Chase, I know that, like, look, he never changed his posture. You see that? He's maintaining his posture. Yeah, changes the level.
So, cover, step, flare. I'm changing level. I'm just getting my broad chest. Here. So I'm looking up, my chest is out. I have hip connection. Step around, pistol squat. Follow the hip connection all the way up to mount. I'll probably go here. But I really like that.
Yeah, let's go. So, what do you guys think about this way? Do you guys think the leg really matters? Because I've learned to do this kind of like from mates. You can drop step. Even if I don't drop step, that's what you're doing. I know. I don't know. I've been watching Andrew Tackett videos lately, so that's just in my head because he step, and flare. So, yeah, that's just what's current in my brain. But that too, that's kind of what you did. You used to do. I'm stepping the same way, right? Yours is just drop step. Yeah, mine's just like drop down this way. I think this is going to be a posture. Here's how you get it. Your posture's going to be bad for you. Follow that posture's going to be good. So I'm here. Right course. Yeah. Step. Oh, yeah. That would be better. Let go of the grooves. Here. Yep. Yep. And then circle around. How do you circle twice? And you're off balance. So much weight's in that first one, so you can't. It's not impossible. Try this part. Weight on here. Yep. Here. Up there. Yes. Good. And yeah.
Or is it better to go behind?
I mean,
it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. The valley drop doesn't happen for different angles. You can do a valley drop. Here, a lot of times I move off the side, but he's already here. So he's saying he's already here, so he's just going to drop that direction.
And then he's stepping with this foot through.
He's stepping with that one actually. He's dropping his hips and keeping his posture. Yes. Yes. Yeah.
And then he's behind, and then he's doing what we just did with Bray.
The reverse of him. Yep.
Okay.
He's sitting down on that hip and straightening that. Okay.
So here, and then like this.
He's still this way.
So straight down. Like no, I'm turning too much.
Yeah, it's actually just he's here. Look, I'm gonna fall off to the side. So if you're here side, I'm going right here.
Okay. You're just pulling me. Okay. Just back. All right.
That left ear on that shoulder, and you're sitting over there. Yes. Just sit down. Yes. Go down right here. Yes. I want to know.
The leg's already there for it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I also have a grip on you. Yeah.
And then when I go this way,
When we were doing there, my foot got caught. Alright, John, go on. Sorry.
Go ahead, show me again. Yeah.
So I don't really know what happened in my chest.
Pretty much, I'm just covering the hands.
You were doing it.
Yep.
Even then, probably hands up. It's not just like that, but I want to. When I'm heavy, so I'm kind of thinking about lifting myself instead of pushing it. I'm trying to lift myself to get that weight as fast.
And then you're taking me that way.
Always it kind of depends on what side I'm on. If I'm on this side, I'm gonna keep that head in, and as I start to squat, this one, I'm light on this side, and I'll start to kick it back, trip.
Okay.
Just put this wherever you feel best.
Okay. So your hands are up, and I'm here.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go through there.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm stepping. I thought I'd step with this, but
Let's bring it back. Here's one little trick Chase and I can mess with. So you went this way, right? And you're kind of coming up here. Boom. If you want to go, I like Chase's detail about that. Sometimes just from momentum sake, you can go this way right into it, or you can go ahead and rotate all the way over and go down. Sometimes that just feels natural. So it'd be like going that way, so I just go this way. That usually comes up into this kind of way, right? But that's an option. But you can do like, the point is what Chase said, when you get to the back, I like that detail about being here off to the side. This is a detail some of you guys may remember. He was putting weight down on me. Did you know, were you just instinctively doing that?
I have no idea why.
Because that felt good. He was driving down. His head and his arms were like, boom. And it made me like I can't. So that was you got options from back there. But I think adding that weight to him and knowing you got options to what angle you want to go. Okay, let's do this. Let's say we were talking about earlier, if you get like you're on the ground distance, sometimes I create distance, sometimes I take it away. Like that's a principle thing about jiu-jitsu. Sometimes I create space, sometimes I. Let's say right now I want to take it away and I want to shoot all the way in here, and maybe I threaten him with one of those takedowns. Y'all remember that one? But he sat, and this is going to be a weird position for y'all, but I just want y'all to practice it. We can even start here. The goal is your opponent. We'll just start here just so we can get used to this. I want y'all to get your hips up. You don't want to hit your opponent in the groin, right? So the way that I protect him is that my hips have to go super high, right? Like they should feel like, see how his body moved a little bit? That's when you know I've got good connection. Chase, can you move around if you want to? Go wherever you want to go. Good. Like I should be able to connect with them. I only want y'all to work on coming up, hips high. Use your heel. I want the toes to be outside. I want this foot on the opposite, like really below his butt. And then I want you to connect. It's not touching, but I'm focused on making connection right there. My hips are high. If my hips are low, I can't there, right? So y'all are going to have to realize it's work to get up here, right? But I want you to feel that. And you might have to maneuver. Get a couple reps. If you're been around for a little bit, you can do a couple of different ones, right? Like that's fine. I'm grabbing the ankle to kind of give me some momentum there, but that's fine. The person up top should be having to work a little bit to stay balanced if you're doing it right, okay? Any details you want to add to that?
No, that was great.
I want y'all to we're going to do a little sweep from there, but make sure, let's just get that down first, okay? 1, 2. Yeah, you should have, if you're on top, like you're having the constant drive the leg.
Okay. So you'll come in here.
You cheated.
So what do you? So you're pulling this?
So my foot, so I'm digging my shin in.
Kind of right above the back of the knee.
Yeah. Not under it, not too high, but right there. And then I
the outside.
with my, and now here, I'm raising up, but I'm also
This,
pulling down.
your hips up and put this knee back in.
And then so it's a weird balance of like,
That happened next.
yeah,
Take away that space.
now I'm trying to move.
I want you to take that space, take it.
Okay.
Grab this a little tighter to it. That's fine. Yes. Beautiful.
Are you purple belt in jiu-jitsu too?
I love it.
Yeah, that's all this is.
Okay, so
And then opposite butt. That one goes the outside.
this goes to the outside. So it's over here.
Yep. Boom.
You can think about
That one goes. That knee goes on the inside.
Here.
Yep. And then I want you to put your hips up and attach this knee to the heel. Get your hips high. And turn.
So pull this here in here.
That connected. Guys.
I see.
See how your hips are down? I need to get
yeah,
higher.
your left foot, point your toes
Yes. Now do that again, but stay up there.
am I?
Not bad, but I want your feet to the outside. And I want you to see this space. I need you to take away that space. Good. Yes.
So pretty much always one of the principles is close whatever space.
Yeah, a lot of times. Yeah.
because you're more likely, the likelihood of you jamming is
Yeah.
There's your momentum.
opposite, but
Yeah.
Then we can break his foot.
Fire.
kind of, I need you to get a little bit. It's okay to go out and touch it, but already get your hips up and close.
I just got back from
Yes,
Christmas, and I missed it morning and not doing Brian with it.
It made you get off balance.
Fun.
I'll be a little late. I'm just now leaving Portsmouth. It has me there a little afternoon.
I like that.
When I get here, my classes are off.
You look like
Yeah, it's weird.
so I'm here.
First, yeah. Ease in, shoot it way up.
And that's part of a takedown called a coming last.
Yeah. So that way.
And then this one's gonna be.
And he goes on the inside.
Was it single X that Craig Jones reached through and got?
You're a snake rep and that right here. That left is yours now. Wrap it around it quick too. Don't let him get away.
It's on his ego.
No, it is.
That's it.
I couldn't tell him. Because everybody sees the dog, I was like,
He doesn't actually.
He'll get there. He'll get there.
It's like weird stuff. Like it's like left foot here, right foot there, and then eventually, that's crazy. It's like, oh, whatever.
are you higher value?
Yeah, which I have a belt.
Would you agree that, like,
I'd say
detail to it?
because in kickboxing, in Muay Thai, you just do it. I do have a
All right, let's bring it back in the middle, guys. So again, we're creating space, and you can get here in a variety of spots. It's fine. This is the thing. I do like framing there. And again, if you can, Chase is really good at doing this. Like just hips up like immediately. You really don't want to be here and like then go hips up. It's just not going to be very fast. Some of you guys also part of the problem was I think y'all were shallow, meaning you were having a hard time getting this leg over. It's because I noticed your opponent's foot was at your hip. I'm not deep enough, right? When I do this, I really want that almost to my armpit. Now look at what I can do here. See how I can get the angle right? So if you're struggling getting that foot around, Jordan, I saw you do not as good, but it's like just go a little deeper and then come up. Now what I want y'all to do is when you get here, all I'm going to do is turn and go towards the clock with it. Okay? And we'll talk about a front attack. When you do that, I want you to maintain all this connection. Nothing should loosen. You can check. I was kind of walking around seeing if I can put my hand in here. Space. Do this to me, Chase. Because Chase, I love Chase will take away space. Look at that. There's no space in there. It's immediately a threat and immediate danger. So when you do, they should feel what I feel right now, which is like, dude, I got nothing. Like, I'm like, dude, all my space is gone. If you do this and there's some space, it just gives them some outside. So I want y'all to focus on that. If you're having trouble with that outside, get deeper. So you have space. Think about putting their shin where your armpit is. Turning, it's really not. And some of y'all did it on accident, right? Or you just kind of like you connect to where it doesn't take a lot of effort to get them to follow. Once you make connection, it's just a slight bump to the corner.
Justin, do you like to hook that ankle? Do you like to kind of hold it, hook it? You know what I mean?
Yeah, what were you doing, Chase? I do find myself here a lot. You did this too, right? You already.
I like both feet myself.
You do here. So you went there.
Because if typically, just side note, sidebar, as soon as they defend this one, I attack that one.
Yeah, you did that to me. Okay. Good stuff. Let's make sure you can get that right, proper outside foot connection. If you're having trouble, get that to the arm, get the sweep, and then we'll talk about it.
Right.
Here. Check.
Okay.
Nice and tight. Nice.
Okay, so like I had it right here and I said it hurt my wrist. So outside here, I had it right here. So that way. Okay. Yeah. But I find it cold for now.
Because I shouldn't be able to distance, control the other foot, and then you can work on
So that is right. That is right.
There's not a lot I can do. If you just start to posting the yell,
He goes into I have to do in, I have no option.
That, and heel hook or no hold. If you really want to straight ankle, that's the only thing I'm going to try.
No hold?
Heel hook or toe hold, depends on where the foot is. It's hard. It's hard.
Yeah.
And then it's already exposed.
I mean, I could go that way and then. I'm already wrapping. As soon as I. Yes, as soon as I start I'm starting to circle gears in heavy.
So what are you doing to make it where you're not that main thing? Yeah, I think you're gonna feel like
if I engage on that,
if you try to go that way,
then I start applying the brake pressure.
if you try to take me that way, go ahead, try.
He's like 1%.
You'll fall into the
When you lock everything down, you have really good technique, everything works where you are. You shouldn't be fucking squeezing hard.
Oh, you're right. I was just
That's what it took me forever to learn. Like I would just gas out and try to squeeze out arm triangles or PND or something.
yeah.
We're trying to
Just to get you there. Relax. You're not there. You can grab that or you can grab it like here.
immediately go come up shoulders down.
Now you push that to the mat. No problem. I was trying not to get the first. I was trying to really sit on it.
Yes, there you go.
Even if others don't do that.
Belly
Forget
down.
about this.
Turn belly down.
Belly down and look away. Engage with this.
Push it off.
I don't lose this.
This goes in.
We'll get here in a second.
No. I missed it. It happens when you push it.
Okay. You want his toes to look like this.
Yes.
Like skin stuff.
So that's already. Yeah. Now, there's 1,000 different grips people show.
Okay.
But this is the main part. How old are you here?
27?
27. I can grab.
We're the youngest here, man.
What are you? No. I'll keep it. Make feels more natural to go both of them the same
All
way.
right, guys.
But it's this way.
Let's
Going that way.
y'all so I've got my connection. I'm taking away my space. I'm breaking it over to the side so I can already get that. And that you see, this is not a good situation. Like I can try, but I'm just going to be wasting my strength. Okay, so the goal is to be efficient in jiu-jitsu, which means I'm too call that shallow. Yeah, too shallow. The problem is how do I do that without like disconnect? Like he's not going to let me do that, right? Like that's not going to work. So what you can do is just he's fighting to grab it. So I've already got it here, and I'm just going to lift it up and tight pin to me, and then I can scoop back. I want to. That's it. I felt it. I'm at least far enough. I know when I got it. I can tell when it's not there, and so that was cool. It almost felt like a glove. It was like
It'll lock into place.
it does. And I don't know if y'all saw it, but it slipped right there. Here's what else will happen. Just think about this. Sometimes when you're so focused on the ankle, you forget to keep connection up here. Okay, and then that's a problem. It's like you have to make these adjustments, but not forget about your connection up here, right? So don't lose sight of this. This is very important. Even the way that, well, it's fine. We'll just. Point is, I want to just keep focused on this. If you need to adjust, no problem. Lift it up, keep it connected to you, and then get your adjustment. I'm still not there. I can tell that's not quite as good as the chase.
Close.
But it's not. Okay. Yeah. So, I like that detail. So but you're gonna have to make some adjustments while not. And I'm admitting this is what I do. I'll focus so much on this that I'll forget about this, and then like, oh no. so you have to keep focused on this and this. You have the other hand you can use. Okay. What I want you to do is I want you to fall to your side, and then all I'm gonna do is I like what Chase talked about grips. I like grabbing the gi. If I have the gi, why not use it? You're gonna go hips in and to the floor. There's fun stuff for upper belts that like sometimes if you've got it set right, if you push that off, have you seen this one where they go here? So sometimes there's focus on person who's getting submitted. If you feel them loosen up the connection with their legs, I want you to go ahead and get out. And just show them like, hey, don't lose sight of that, okay? Maintain connection and get the finish. Talk about the different grips you have on yours, because I like when you go through that.
So there's a lot of different grips. You'll see gi grip, hand grip, ball and apple and plate, whatever it is, shotgun grip. As long as the braking mechanics are all there, I can finish this. You see how his hips come off the ground? I have no grip. That's because I have the soft tissue of his Achilles on the wrist. And then I crunch his toes into my armpit. A lot of times, like when I'm fighting for this grip, I also like a knee to push it in if it's in the wrong angle. I can push it which direction I want. And I also, if they're trying to tuck it, I'll use my frames on their hips to sink back and then lock it up. I have no grips.
Tap.
So don't get too caught up. As long as your bony part of your wrist is in that soft meat of their heel, the toes are up in the armpit, and your elbows pinched to your side.
That's so good.
You don't need. I like this. I like shotgun. I like this. If it's tight, I'll just send it without any grips. So
Good deal. Let's get to work. 1, 2.
John, you want to go first?
Yeah, I don't know if I really see it though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so same setup. I want to get this tight in there.
Okay.
Set this up. I even like it. Get here. If I come up, the goal is I want to get that armpit. I call this blade ridge of my wrist.
Okay.
This part right here. Trying to connect that.
The soft part of the Achilles, you said.
And so I'll pick it up, keeping this tight here. Elbow elbow in, and then hips forward. I'm gonna turn my chest to them. Oh, I lost it. Okay.
So you've got to keep that. Yeah.
And then.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
And then. You can tap me. That's
You're just gonna say earlier, right? Okay.
Here down. Bridge, just a little bit. And you can also grab tap. If you ever need any help. I want to. That's a little way. So,
No.
My trusty triangle.
I'm in.
yeah.
And then I'm here.
There we go.
Can I close that space?
Yeah.
When you say hips up, you mean like get kind of that
Yeah, like
better?
you should be able to slide something on your butt.
Okay.
Knees together. I want you to get good at those. As you bring your hips
You're my
together,
captain.
put your back. Yep, that's right. Down.
And then
Here.
And then
Where should this arm be? The rest of your arm, once you get your wrist where you want it, your elbows and those open a little more toward the nail of your wrist. And then you want to get your hands in the front of your belly. The one that's wrapped. I don't have this. So as you wrap, too shallow. Here, it's just
this way.
yeah. It'll stop. And then once you and then keep that same walk you have, chicken wing your to your back. There you go. Hips forward. Turn your chest to the mat. And you're trying to pull my
ankle like that. Yep, keep going. And then as you're doing that, chest up and turn it to the mat.
Use your feet to sit your
More, more, use your hips.
Is that it?
So this part of the wrist needs to be lower than right? That part should be, yes.
So like that.
That's my from two
Start
chest
to
over two
buff
up
your
here.
chest as you turn it to the mat.
Just push off. Okay. So that's
Because the motion will be as
because I don't want to go back because I take away my braking.
and
I want my front chest because by the time
It's weird, like when I have your ankle or you got mine, I don't really know why it. But I guess it's just flexing this part out.
you know it's there. But it just feels tight when it's there.
No, I hear you. No, that, I felt like it was.
These aren't my forte. That allows you to snap arms and shoulders.
Same thing as a triangle. Like knees together, yeah. See, now I can already tell, like me and you got like Jason finally already. See if you can find that's
Yeah. Okay. Pushing your leg.
All right, guys, let's get ready to roll.
Inside.
Yeah, we'll keep working it, right?
Yeah. Oh, and I gotta grab here too.
Yeah, it's fun.
Every time I get excited about a technique,
That leg, dude, the way you wrap the triangle, like it's really good. Do the same. Dude, you're really good. Wow. No, I'm serious. Think like what I'm saying is you got a mat that connecting my legs and knees